What's up? The professor is in. Thanks for tuning in to my video blog that I hope to make at least weekly. It's going to be about health, nutrition, fitness, everything in between. And I got the idea from all these other guys on YouTube that have their video blogs about health and nutrition, tell you what to eat, tell you what to exercise with, what exercises work. And I would always look at these and I'd read the magazines that would tell you the same thing. And it seemed like half the stuff didn't work for me. And I would always wonder, well, where did this come from? What research do they have to show that this works other than it worked on themselves? And as I progressed in my schooling, I wanted a more scientific approach to exercise and nutrition. And, no one on the internet has that. And I feel like people are getting fed not the right information and not always true. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a video blog that gives you this information and presents it to you scientifically, giving you different research articles that prove what is optimal for exercise, what is optimal to lose weight, what is optimal to gain weight. And I want this to be for everyone, not just bodybuilders. I want females to learn from this. I want males to learn from this. I want people who want to lose weight, people who want to gain muscle, people who just want to learn how to cook better, how to eat better. And that's what I kind of want to make out of this, guys. So let me give you a little bit about myself. My name is David Lannis, and I'm a first-year PhD student at the University of Oklahoma. And that's where we're at right now, is actually in my office. That's where a lot of these will probably take place. And my background is when I was in high school, I played baseball, basketball, loved sports, got done with high school, wasn't that great at it, needed something to fuel my competitive edge though, and I got in the weight room and I loved it. And so I've been in the weight room for 5 years, and that kind of led to an appreciation for nutrition, and I started to learn more about that. I went to Purdue University for my undergrad and majored in movement sports science with a minor in management, and then I actually got a sports management degree from Purdue, a master's degree, before coming to the University of Oklahoma. And like I said, I'm an exercise physiology student here, but I'm also a professor to their intro to nutrition course, so at least they think I know enough about nutrition to teach a college course. So that's why I'm hoping these credentials can kind of tell you that I know a little bit. And I'm not saying I know everything. I know far from it, but that's why I'm still a student. But I want to provide you with the information that I do know, and that I've been fortunate enough to learn along the way, and what I'm still going to learn in these next few years as a PhD student here at the University of Oklahoma. Basically, I want to set this up like you guys are my students though. So I want to be the professor, and I want each one of these to kind of be a different class, give you guys a different lecture. So this first one, here's your syllabus. I'm introducing you to the course, and then each other episode will have a certain topic. But what I want to make this interesting is I want you guys to tell me what you want to hear. I want you guys to tell me what you want me to present each week, and I'll do my best to present you guys with some information on each one of those topics, whether it's optimal ways to lose weight with cardio exercises, or the best resistance exercises to use, what type of fat should I be eating, what type of carbs should I be eating for this certain time in my life. So I want to make it interactive, so send me your questions, but I do have plenty of topics to talk about on my own. So that's what I kind of want this to be, and I'm really excited about it, because I'm kind of excited to not only teach other people what I know, but also I'm hoping that this will make me want to learn more, so I'll be able to learn more myself, which is always great. So today I want to do a short lecture here after the introduction about kind of the keys points to starting out a new lifestyle in health and fitness and nutrition. And there's not a whole lot of scientific research that I have today for these, but I think these are vital in beginning this path that we're going to have on becoming healthier, becoming more knowledgeable about health, nutrition, diet, exercise, etc. And these points are going to be prioritizing it in your life, finding motivation and setting goals. So I want to talk about why you want to get started. Why is health and exercise important to you? If you've already been exercising, why'd you start? If you want to get started, why'd you start? And basically, what I mean by that is, I was a skinny kid in high school, and I wanted to gain muscle, and I wanted to look better for girls. That was my reasoning. Some girls want to look better in bikinis, and hey, I have no problem with that either. But other people have different motivations, to getting started. Whether it's you want to be healthier for your fiance, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, etc. You want to live longer for your children, your grandchildren, whatever the case may be. Or you just want to feel better, because when you are healthy, you feel so much better. And it can go any way, My mother just recently went to the doctor, and he said she needed to start to lose weight because she had too high blood glucose levels, or she would have to start taking medicine for it. And so she's really changed her diet and exercise, and I've been trying to help her with that, even though I'm 800 miles away. My father did kind of the same thing last year, started running and eating better because he realized he wanted to live longer and be healthier, to see us, his kids, grow up. More importantly, see his grandchildren grow up. So whatever the case may be, figure out why you want to get started and what that reason is. And no one reason is better than the other. And now once you get started, you need to prioritize it in your life. It is a lifestyle change, and you can't half-ass this. You can't just do it for a week and then stop for a week and then do it for another week. And you're just not going to get any healthier. You're not going to see any results. And that's why you really need to make this a priority in your life. What I do for my nutrition is I actually make my meals the night before, so I know what I'm going to eat the next day. I don't want to run the risk of waking up late, not having time to make something, grabbing processed foods, going to fast food restaurants. I just don't want to do that. So I make a priority to make my meals the night before. I always have my gym bag with me when I go to class, when I go to the office, because I want to be able to work out when I'm done. Some people don't have this luxury. Some people work a 9 to 5, have to come home for kids, etc. Work out in the morning before work. Once you come home and kids get dinner, you can work out at home. You can always find an excuse, guys. And what I want to tell you is that you can do it. You can make it a priority. There's an excuse for everything. But one thing that I've kind of learned in life is whenever someone does something great, they never say, yeah, well, it was really, when someone wins a championship, they always interview them, and no one ever says, yeah, it was really easy. It didn't take a whole lot of effort. It wasn't hard. I didn't have to go out of my comfort zone for this at all. It was great. No one says that. The best things in life are when you struggle. The best things in life are when you have to work hard. The best things in life is when you aren't comfortable, when you get out of your shell. It wasn't easy for me to move 800 miles away from home to a place that I've never been to before to go to school. But this is going to make me stronger. And that's the same sort of thing with health and exercise. It's not easy. Lifting weights every day is not easy. Eating healthy foods isn't easy in our society. It's a lot easier to eat junk food. But when you make it a priority and you start to incorporate it into your life and your lifestyle, it makes all the difference in the world. And once you start to do this, you're going to have to find more motivation. At this point, the motivation that got you started may not be there anymore. Maybe you wanted to gain muscle. Well, you did that. What motivation do you have to live this healthy lifestyle? You need to figure out what that is. Keep the fire alive. For me, it's my competitive edge that fuels me. I want to beat my numbers every single day. But also I watch videos online. I watch gregplitt.com, great website if you need some motivation. I watch videos on YouTube. I'll read stuff. That gets me pumped. That gets me going. Some people aren't like me. Some people don't do it for competition, don't have that competitive nature that I do. You know, look at a picture of your family. Is that why you're doing it? I mean, that's enough motivation right there. So you need to really decide what's going to motivate you and determine that, so you can always have that available, because everyone needs a pick-me-up sometimes, and having that motivational tool ready is going to be key in keeping you going with this journey. And finally, a really good way to motivate yourself is to set goals. Guys, goals are very important, you know, and they need to be short-term, long-term, but most importantly, realistic, so they hold you accountable. I don't want to hear, I want to gain 20 pounds of muscle in a month. I don't want to hear, oh, I need to lose 50 pounds in the next couple of months. That's just not possible and not healthy, guys. So you need to determine healthy, realistic goals that will hold you accountable, that you can look at and say, this is where I want to be. This is why I'm doing it. And these can change over the course of time, as you can imagine, once you reach your goals, because you all will if you stick to it. So that's about it, guys. So basically your homework this week, I want you to determine why you got started or why you're going to get started. I want you to also figure out how you're going to make it a priority. What are you going to do to make this change in your life? Are you going to go to the grocery store with a list of groceries that you need, or are you just going to go and grab whatever you think is right? Are you going to go into the gym with a game plan, or are you just going to go willy-nilly and maybe go, maybe not? Figure out how you're going to make it a priority. Are you going to make your foods the night before like I do? I mean, not everyone has to do that, but that's kind of a great way for your nutrition aspect of your life. So figure out how you're going to make it a priority. Find different motivational tools, guys. These are key in keeping the fire alive. I've had 2 surgeries since I started lifting weights. It had been really easy for me to stop working out, but having motivational tools has kept me going. Just really quick, there's actually a article that was just recently published this year by, I have it up on my screen, Cook and Crewther, in 2012, and they looked at different motivational tools before strength training. And they actually found that the group that watched pornography had a better 1 rep max than when the same group watched a different type of episode. So hey, if you gotta watch porn to get yourself going, by all means, that can be a motivational tool for you. But also, I just want to point out in another study along the same lines of motivation, figuring out why you want to do this. You know, you have your extrinsic motivation, which is going to be looking better, more muscle, less weight, etc. And what this study kind of saw is that while these will get you going to begin with, what may be more important is going to be the intrinsic motivation. And this is what's inside. And this is whether your workouts are enjoyable or not. This is how you're feeling inside. And so for a lot of people, they have these personal trainers that bark orders at them, and when they get done, they just feel like shit, and they don't want to keep going. And there's plenty of research that's beginning that's kind of showing you that this might not be the best way for most people. This study that I just talked about was from Ryan et al. In 1997. If you want to look at that, I'm going to put these, I'm going to cite this at the bottom too. But so that's kind of my rant for the day. I go on a little bit of rants in my class, and I know my nutrition students hate it too, so you're just going to have to bear with me. But like I said, for homework, find out what got you started, what's going to get you started, how you're going to make it a priority, what's your motivational tools, and set short-term, long-term, realistic goals to keep you accountable, guys. That's all I got for this week. I'm really happy with this. I really hope you guys are excited, because I am too. Next week we're actually going to talk about weight loss and different nutrition tactics to use, high carb, low carb, high fat, low fat, etc. What's going to be the best. I'm actually writing a paper on this right now, so I'm excited to present you guys with what I'm finding. If you guys have a question, feel free to put it in the comments below. I'll also put my Twitter tag at the bottom, which is @DAT_Lantis. And you can tweet at me any quick questions I can help you guys with. But I'm really excited, guys. I hope you are too. And just remember, now you guys are starting your own PhD journey, and that's to improve your physique, your health, and your diet. And I'm really happy I can be your professor and keep you going with this journey. All right, till next week. I'll see you guys later.